Wake up.
Eh, sorry, I'm just tired because it's easy to relax. It feels good when you're a champion.
Get out of here.
Uh, you knew how that felt, right, Jeffrey?
Yes, I know.
That's the reason why
Oh,
you're
yes,
awake,
I'm very mad.
and I'm just
Wow.
so relaxed being champion. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stadium Junkie Media Podcast, the leading brand live, 2018 Week 5 of the WWE. Let's call it WWE season or WWE year. I don't know at this point.
At this point, I don't know. We're just going to go with it.
Because, I also don't know is where the hell Tony is. At this point, let's just say
he's sent to the Shadow Realm. He got caught in a Genjutsu.
Currently he is suspended for let's make a thin skin thing. What can we say to say he's suspended for?
He's suspended for disappearing. No call. He didn't call in.
For a Cowboys fan choosing the Eagles. That's why.
Yes. You are a traitor. You are not a true Cowboy fan.
Okay, so the traitor Sonny Lopez is gone for this temporary time being.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. But you know who won't be back for a bit? Jason Jordan. Jordan confirmed just underwent surgery. Let's see what's the exact day. Dang it, I hate when there's stuff that's not clickable.
So he's
moving.
So he's getting surgery on his neck, right?
Yeah, undergo surgery. That was on the 6th that reported. Will be out indefinitely. It would be announced. Note, it didn't even have a timetable. It says indefinitely. That's a very serious injury if they don't even have a time frame.
Yeah, that's a kind of a big problem because that thwarts the whole storyline. And by the way, Jason Jordan push here's it going.
I was starting to like the push because they had this mindset of like he thinks he's a face, but he's actually being a heel. This kind of mindset. I really liked it.
What I liked about it is the fact that he turned arrogant as balls. Oh my god, the arrogance was just soothing out of him. I'm just like, you're giving me reasons to hate you.
Did you see what happened on Raw?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. I think I watched a little clip that apparently he cost the Shield 1.5 a title shot
for the tag team championship, and which prompted Seth Rollins to look at him like, you're such an idiot, you're stupid. Let me see the exact quote on that.
He called him a son of a bitch.
You're selfish, you selfish son of a bitch.
He kept using I, not we, just I. I was trying to defend myself. I was trying to do this. I was trying to help. That's the point. You're becoming arrogant.
You are a heel, and I love the. It was
I'm starting.
When we found out he was the illegitimate son, it was one thing. We didn't like that, but I liked how they slow rolled this pitch going into WrestleMania as being more slowly becoming that heel, and mentally he's thinking he's a face, like he thinks he's the protagonist when he's actually the antagonist. I like that.
Yes,
it's a good storyline, but it's not ruined with a chance of
It's like that villain that just says, he believes he's right, but around everyone else thinks he's wrong. Like Death Note, like Yagami. He thought he was doing the right thing, using the Death Note to kill all these criminals, but he was turning into a serial killer himself.
Like Dr. Horrible, if you want to, do some real life writing aspect. Technically a villain, but he was a protagonist, and he felt he was doing what he needed to do for his life. Same thing. So it was a very interesting situation, and I just really felt bad that we had to push for Jason Jordan, very slowly making him relevant in the storyline again, and then boom, he's gone. But what's at least set up for the future.
Yes,
it happened on your SmackDown, the triple threat match.
Oh, the triple threat match. Triple threat. Yeah.
You want to go
into it? That's a little early, but apparently the main event was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn where the winner would face AJ Styles at Fastlane, but of all people, it was a fantastic match. I expect nothing else from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but of all people who interfered, it was AJ Styles. I was just like, good.
This middle ground of people, they typically do stuff like, oh, if I interrupt it, then they're not going to have anybody as my opponent, and then they usually turn into a triple threat. This is the same stuff that Vince has been pushing out for years.
No, next week is going to be interesting because you know what they added, right?
What did they add?
Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, the winner of that match makes it a fatal 4-way at Fastlane.
That just says it's automatic winner to the champion, doesn't it?
No, what I'm thinking is KO and Sami Zayn are going to interfere, and then it's going to be a fatal 5-way.
It just constantly screams that, unless it's an elimination chamber, it screams that the champion comes out the winner.
AJ Styles and Nakamura is what we want, though. Fastlane, it would be unless AJ Styles is legit hurt. The plan is Nakamura AJ. Now the question is, you got to give me a reason to care. You got to get the build up pretty soon because Fastlane. Then you got to push straight to WrestleMania.
You know, it's the only Deus Ex Machina I can see in this situation. That if AJ loses the title, Shinsuke comes down and said, "I didn't say I wanted WWE title. I wanted AJ Styles." That's the only Deus Ex Machina in that situation.
It's bold, but I don't think they do it because after that first promo of SmackDown, Nakamura's like, "Hey, you get past KO and Sami.
Knee to the face.
You get past them, I'll be beating you at WrestleMania." He's like, "Huh, great." Needs to face or Kinshasa. Yeah. So what else happened on Raw? Got anything besides Jason Jordan getting hurt?
Let's see now. Yeah. Let's take a quick review. On Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt, which is the same old song and dance. To be honest, it's been there, done that, but Bray does really bring a good element out of Roman all the time.
He does. Oh, did you hear about Seth Rollins?
Specifically, what about Seth Rollins?
Chamber. He got pulled.
Seth did?
Seth got pulled, yes.
When was that announced? I forgot.
Just recently, like today. I looked at Wrestle Talk. I was looking at Wrestle Talk, and he's like, "Oh, Seth Rollins is getting pulled out of the Elimination Chamber."
What's the speculation?
Injury.
Other than the injury? Because I saw something about him getting ready to compete for some CrossFitting tournament. I was assuming it was going to be that.
I'm hearing the speculation is injury, and I think it's Finn. They're gonna have like fatal 4-way like for the final spot.
Let's see now. Seth Rollins on Instagram. What day was this? 2 hours ago. Yeah. The Open is coming, and this is how ready I am. And it shows him on the ground with some ropes and a bunch of weights. Trying to see if there's anything that could show up. No, if it's injury, he wouldn't be getting ready for the Open, which it says how ready I am at CrossFit Games, at WWE, at ProGenX, at Skins USA, at Synergy Strength, hashtag 16.3 redo.
The next episode of Raw will have a fatal 4-way who gets the final spot. For the match will be Finn Balor, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, or Apollo Crews.
I'm assuming he's going to be part of this Open thing. It's Saskatchewan is the reason why. Not exactly injury. Because this was 2 hours ago. This was as I got off work at 7:30. Possibly 6:30 because, it could be 3 hours ago. It just didn't click to 3 yet.
Yeah.
So So we're looking at if it's injury, he wouldn't be competing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at in his Instagram that he's probably competing, which tells me it's not injury, it's just probably kayfabe.
Probably.
Kayfabe.
Fair enough.
But Bray Wyatt,
you know who's getting that final. You know who's getting that final chamber spot.
Name the four.
Finn, Bray, Apollo Crews, and Matt Hardy.
Da-da, you know it's gonna be Finn.
It screams. It screams Finn.
He's finally over.
He'll be the one eliminated by guess who? Roman Reigns. If they throw a curveball and give it to Finn, I'll be like,
well, let's see. Someone's gonna get eliminated by Elias. The question is who?
Cena.
I can see that. Do you think there's gonna be a second elimination?
Cena will eliminate Elias. Elias will interfere in costing Cena. That sets up those two. Then it'll be Strowman getting eliminated by The Miz and vice versa. And that leaves Roman Reigns and Finn Balor.
I see it possibly going to Roman Reigns and and Braun Strowman more than anything.
I see Finn and Roman. I see Finn and Roman, or what you're saying, if Miz knocked out Finn.
That's true.
Cena and Elias will knock each other out.
I think I agree with you with Miz. If Braun's going to get out, it's going to be because of Miz.
Clearly, or Miz or Roman.
Because it's not going to be Elias. I don't think Elias is big enough for that spot. And of course, there's some animosity. There's a good chance that whenever Miz gets Braun, Braun is going to set him up to get taken out. Very similar to how Baron Corbin set up for Dean Ambrose to get eliminated last year.
Oh, yes. Oh, also, Elias is he'll be the final person coming out of the chamber. That was confirmed in a little triple threat between Cena, Elias, and Strowman, and Elias got the pinfall on Cena.
Mm-hmm. Which they're building that feud quite well, to be honest.
Oh,
it's just maybe you feel like it's too little, too fast.
No, actually, yeah. I need to be more need more seasoning. Like they're rushing into it. But if they do Elias and Cena at WrestleMania, Elias needs that win.
I think they should season this for more of a SummerSlam kind of match.
Well, Cena's not doing anything. I mean, Cena's not doing anything, so might as well have him at Mania. But
have Cena set up for something else. Have Cena say something happens and he gets the championship somewhere. Intercontinental, United States, or he goes for an open challenge, or say he just goes into the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
That'd be nice. He kind of needs it.
I think a big name in that Battle Royal would take, because here's the thing I don't like about the Battle Royal sometimes. You get the big people and the big names, but you don't have the people that you have to watch, say a Roman Reigns, a main eventer, but that's because the Battle Royal is meant to be a filler. But I would like to see a bigger names that make more of a SummerSlam kind of push. Like, to be honest, I would really like a good headlining of SummerSlam with Elias and John Cena.
Make the Battle Royal. Give me a reason to care, because now I just don't. The first one, I actually cared, because Cesaro, I thought they were going to push him straight to the stratosphere. Then it turned out to be wrong.
I think they just need a big person, because in multiple elements, such as a Royal Rumble, you need some legends. You need some possible younger up-and-comers. You need some call-ups, which, I remember being in the fourth level. We were in the fourth level of WrestleMania 32, and I just stared down and go, what is Baron Corbin doing there?
Yes.
And Tyler Breeze. And then Baron Corbin gets the win.
I was cool with that. I was like, okay, I'm cool with that.
But what's funny is I just like, what is Baron Corbin doing? That's last year's Killian Dane.
Yes.
So it's like, what is that person doing there? We need some bigger people, which Killian Dane needs to be there again. Heck, even put Jinder Mahal. Because
It's
to be
kind
honest,
of
it's well, A, he got something else to do. B, it's a bigger person that's more of a powerhouse now. And now with his background, he's a bigger powerhouse now. That makes it even more formidable.
question. Do you think? I don't think he has something to do. It's with the New Day.
What was that?
Yeah, Jinder Mahal has something to do. It's called messing with the New Day.
Yeah, I don't see anyone from the New Day. Well, Kofi. I can see Kofi winning the Battle Royal. To be honest,
He deserves it.
you know who can actually use another title, not a single title. Kofi.
Kofi. Oh yes, Kofi
Do you
deserves
think?
it.
Imagine Kofi taking on the Miz.
With the help of the New Day, I can see a good storyline with that.
As much as I like Xavier, I would rather see Kofi and Biggie get the title before Xavier right now. I don't know why. I don't know why I have that bias. I think I'm also reading WWE with their whole situation about the scandals with Paige and all the photos and everything.
Just don't get rated. Don't get rated R like your boy Xavier Woods.
I think that's part of the reason why they won't ever push Xavier for any titles anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I think he kind of set himself up there. But for setup, I really think they can season it better if they make it a SummerSlam kind of thing. I mean, you get your other matches and you get your other pay-per-views, but I think the final bout would have to be in SummerSlam between those two. And to be honest, what would it be? I quit match, a last man standing match? I think the last man standing would work.
I mean, just a regular singles match with both of them being barred, with both Mr. Raj and New Day barred from ringside.
To be honest, I think the last man standing will work because you have a bigger guy who has John Cena's number and John Cena who does not quit. I think the last man standing will work best for those two.
Cena losing to a last man standing, it's just not happening. I quit match. Oh heck no.
I last man standing will make more sense. And 30 minutes, just 30 minutes, even an Iron Man match for them.
Ooh.
Because say Cena stalls and makes it tougher, and like it says like a stat, the longer the match goes, the more likely I will win. And so he makes it a 30-minute Iron Man. Elias does.
Oh yeah.
And Elias will play off of I make longer concerts than this Iron Man match, stuff like that.
But I think they're going to rush it and put it at WrestleMania and end it there. And if they do, Elias better win. There's no need for Cena to win that match.
Elias is going to get the push here. He's really getting the push. If they have to do some 50-50 booking somewhere, which Fastlane, I'll guarantee you Cena will win. And then Elias will win.
It's either going to happen your way or the way I'm thinking. They're in the chamber. So Fastlane SmackDown though. So
next pay-per-view before WrestleMania. How's that?
That's Fastlane. That's a SmackDown pay-per-view.
I just say next pay-per-view before WrestleMania because each brand will get their own. So to prevent the confusion, on their next pay-per-view before WrestleMania, I'm gonna see Elias lose and then win big at WrestleMania.
Highly unlikely.
And then if they do that, because 50-50 booking, if they do that and they can play off the whole, you can win little things here and there, you can be cheap. But when it comes to Big Match John knows how to win. And then WrestleMania, they put a stipulation and Cena loses.
Cena losing at Mania though? It's John Cena.
Shall I remind you of the Undertaker?
Hey, that was Brock Lesnar. They built that pretty well. It's a different story. Brock Lesnar and Elias are two different animals.
If they want to push, they got to push. By the way, Tim Tebow's reveals his favorite wrestler, Stone Cold, The Rock, and Brock Lesnar. You know why he's relevant?
Why?
The XFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Oh, so how do you feel about? Did you hear the news about Triple H?
Triple H getting 205 live. My question is, how are they going to mark? Oh God, it's one of those things of Triple H knows how to take a small amount of things and make it work.
Give me a reason to care
Velveteen
about the
Dream.
Cruiserweights.
He took a small little aspect, Velveteen Dream, and freaking Aleister Black. One person not saying another person's name. That is attitude error writing, and he made it work. Freaking A. You know it's Hunter. You know it's Hunter. So
And no, I've seen the things. I've seen what
imagine
they've
the
done in
storyline. Imagine the storyline for 205 Live. 205 Live will actually have. I don't think they'll put matches on Raw anymore. What I think Triple H is going to do is going to put promos that lead up to it. Think about it.
Please.
You want storyline. Imagine just a guy. Imagine Cedric Alexander's hanging around in the back. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, just do a quick promo, match 205 Live, and then Gulak, let's say, smacks the hell out of him with a with a glove or something like that, with his kind of voice, and go, you know what? I'll go old school. I challenge you to a duel or some stuff. Where he does that to Gentleman Jack. Something.
Yes.
And then it leads up to actually caring about the characters on 205 Live.
And that would make you very happy, wouldn't it?
Yes, I like flippy shit. Imagine all of a sudden you're getting a promo from let's start with Strowman. Let's go with a Strowman promo. And all of a sudden, in the middle of it, you get some 205 guys coming around. Or they're fighting in the background. Then he just throws them out. And then later on in the night, you get a promo about what happened. Or even come back from commercial break and tell us what happened. You make me care about 205 Live now.
That's all we want. That's all we want, right?
Simple attitude error promos. Simple storyline.
Thank you, Hunter.
That's all it takes. Come on, Hunter. Give me my dream. Just no more lumbar check. I need to see my Cairo every time I see a lumbar check.
Oh my goodness. So 205, will you be paying attention now?
They're having, first off, the whole Latin tournament that they discontinued supposedly. I would like to see definitely a Latin stable in the 205, causing havoc. That would be more formidable, and then taking on the whole 205 Live. Now you have another stable, let's say an Absolution style or a Review or a Riot Squad style versus the whole division. And imagine they're doing this whole division thing. I mean, you can do lumberjack matches that will work and such like that. And eventually, you just do promos to the point where, someone gets run over by a car or something. We need the next Eddie Guerrero. That's what the division needs. Another Benoit, another Guerrero. And it's just hard. You just got to build a storyline and build how people feel.
You have potential. You have potential with your new Eddie Guerrero in the form of Ricochet.
I think Ricochet is definitely going to be Guerrero. We just need to find a Benoit style.
That's going to be harder to find.
The Brian Kendrick is the closest thing.
Yeah, the submissionist. Yes, I would agree.
The Brian Kendrick. Imagine those two taking on the whole division, and then you have a Latin stable taking on the whole division. And if Rey Mysterio comes back, that leads the whole crew. So now you have Ricochet. Oh my God! If you do this right, you got Ricochet, the Brian Kendrick, and who else? I mean, who else can you throw on Gulak or something like that?
Kalisto, if you really want to.
Well, Kalisto's going to be part of the Latin division led by Rey Mysterio.
Oh, yes. Kalisto, Rey Mysterio, and Ricochet.
And then imagine you finally lead up to TLC. 205 Live. Don't make it a title match now. Make it a TLC three triple threat cruiserweight. So imagine Jeff Hardy times 6. You just put 205 back into the limelight with only simple promos. You don't need to tell people how to spell salt. You don't need people to be told, from a really bad person. I mean, the division's taking a beating because you have 2 guys that left, 1 guy got fired, and 1 that couldn't handle this. So you have a division that's have taken a beating, not by the WWE standards, except for 1 people, and that's because of WWE's booking for WrestleMania, of one of the best WrestleManias of all time, and they can bring it back with 1 guy. 1 guy's making a difference, and then if you bring back another who has to do his independent scenes, I think the division will be set. And then eventually, if you put the division where they're doing other things, I mean, I would like to see them go for the United States Championship. I mean,
thank you. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want them to face non-cruiserweights.
Who would be good against Bobby Roode?
A high flyer, maybe.
Let's see now.
Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick. I mean, we're looking at for heels, and they're mostly heels there.
Yeah.
I mean, TJP would be good if he had a better character going right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hardest part is Brian Kendrick is having a hard time going over with people, with the crowd right now. But everyone in the locker room very much appreciates Brian Kendrick. It's just the crowds don't. Same thing with Goldberg. People don't appreciate Goldberg as much as they should. But then again, his old character is non-existent. He's trying to remake it, even with Mandy Rose. Did you see his little promos he tried to do for the mixed match?
No, I have not.
He's been acting like he's taking on a date, and he's being very like an awkward nerd. Doing photo shoots and everything.
Wow.
So it's a very interesting angle, but I don't fully agree with it. But hey, it's an interesting angle, nevertheless.
Oh, side note. Sorry, Rusev Day. No U.S. title for you right now.
Shut it.
I'm sorry, but they got a beautiful RKO out of nowhere.
Don't remind me.
If there's one move he's got that's so over with the crowd, it's that RKO.
Then he's starting to grow back the hair.
Which he needs
from out of nowhere. To be honest, I really need him to go back to the hairstyle he was when he first came in. Don't have to be that long of a hair. Just the same hairstyle.
Okay.
By the way, I got to type in something real quick.
Oh, he threw the title. He threw the title. He's just like, I don't need this.
I gotta search something real quick. It's very, very important. You don't understand. It's very, very important. All right.
It's today. No. Oh my God. Wow. Really?
But
Rusev Day's not enough to get the title.
But is today Rusev Day? Yes, today is Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day to you then.
Happy Rusev Day.
I hope Rusev gets the title. I really do.
The next thing that they need to start doing, Aiden's need to start seeing like renditions of different superstars entrance with Rusev Day. The best one is obviously John Cena's. It's Rusev Day. It's Rusev Day. Whoever he's gonna face off against, he needs to start singing their.
Will this push big enough to get?
It will be Rude. It will be Rude if they, I don't know, something with glorious.
Will this push be enough to get him a title eventually?
No. You know how it is in
No.
WWE. You don't give your own push.
Mm-hmm. Unless your name is Daniel Bryan.
That he kind of forced multiple pushes, not just one push. He forced multiple.
He changed the whole course of WWE with his push.
But because of him, it's the reason why they won't allow people to just go over by themselves.
Mm.
Because they actually took over Raw. They actually done so many different things that they said, we're not letting this get out of hand again. We're going to do what the writers are supposed to do.
Mm.
But I'm just sitting here thinking, aren't the writers supposed to do exactly, it's similar to what we want, which would mean they would adapt to the people that we put over.
That would be nice.
I mean, what does really WWE really stand for if you can't change it? Oh, I know what it stands for. Walk with Elias.
Yes. If he gets a match at Mania, he better win. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Which he better win, or I'll be like, he's not.
If he doesn't win, we riot.
Yeah. So okay, my highlights for SmackDown is now we have a triple threat announcement. They're teasing Usos and Bludgeon Brothers. Whoop-de-doo. That's the only tag team left. That's the only tag team left.
They kind of dismantled the idea of having, Vengeables winning. So
yeah, so that's the only tag team left. and then
well, that's not named New Day.
Breezango, Ascension. No, please don't waste my time.
Well, they have to really push them, but at this point, they're doing Creative World.
Yep, and then let's see. One last thing, U.S. title picture, regular and RKO and Bobby Roode, so we might get more RKOs and more Bobby Roode as U.S. champ. Yay. What'd you
I'm
get?
really, really bored of. You know what's sad? Triple H does not have full control of WWE.
Please let him. Let Vince mess up the XFL and let Triple H take over
because
WWE.
You see what he does in NXT, and then when it comes to WWE, it takes a whole new turn because it's not led by Triple H. At this point, if there's a flippy guy, I want him to go to NXT and then go to 205 Live, where he's safely under Hunter Hearst Helmsley's wings.
Triple H understands the fans. He's understands what we want. It pains me to say this, but he knows what to do. He saved NXT. He might save 205. He gets what the fans want.
If he saves 205, it's time for him to take over SmackDown. And I'm sorry, the Road Dogg, Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, do not know what the fuck they're doing.
SmackDown was on fire when it went live the first year, and then now it's okay.
Well, they took away Talking Smack. That took away the fun for the people in the back. They haven't even done a superstar shakeup in a while. When all of a sudden SmackDown was catching fire, they did a superstar shakeup, and then the idea of superstar shakeup after the draft, they should have done it again and again, like SummerSlam. They should have done it.
They're probably gonna the day after WrestleMania NXT call-ups.
What bugs me is the fact that they're inconsistent about these superstar shakeups, and they did every time they did it to hinder SmackDown.
Hinder the gender?
No, they helped hinder by having SmackDown.
Ah, yes. Jinder would have never gotten the WWE title at Raw. There's no way.
Well, they have a long-term plan to have Roman and Lesnar. So they would never have given it just because Roman needs to get it from Lesnar.
Well, duh. We all know the plan.
We know the plan. I mean, at this point, it's a question of how long and who's going to take it away from him.
Please let it be Joe. Please let it be Joe. Please let it be Joe.
I want Samoa Joe, and then I want the Finn Balor rematch from NXT.
Okay, I have a question for you. Who ends Asuka's undefeated streak? She's still undefeated. And
Who
when?
is going to end it? I'm trying to think of. Well, are you
I'll,
clean or not clean?
has to be clean. I'll
Okay,
make
because
it
I can
hard
see
for
a
you.
not clean finish, say from like Riot Squad or anything like that. Anything that has a squad, I
Mm-hmm.
think. I think it's easy to say that she'll lose one time too.
Oh, also,
But say
there's a
clean,
mhm.
it can't be Naya. It has to be Charlotte.
Rumor has it that it might be Charlotte Asuka at WrestleMania.
I prefer that.
It might be Charlotte Asuka and then Nia versus Alexa at WrestleMania. I
Well,
mean,
if everything works out the way I expect it to, they don't typically do run-ins or anything like that during WrestleMania. So um, I don't expect Asuka to lose against Charlotte. I I do expect possibly an interruption. Say
mm-hmm.
say I don't give a damn about my reputation pop up during the
mm,
match and
her.
distracting Charlotte. And of course, that won't let her lose it, but it will distract Charlotte for
Mm-hmm.
a 1-2 kick out, and eventually leads to Charlotte losing the title with the
And
Austin. That
we
starts
do
off
our
the year-long feud
when
to
we do
be
our
the
predictions,
forward.
when we do our predictions for the E Chamber, I've got a bold prediction I'm keeping to myself.
Well, next week will be our prediction time for
Oh,
E Chamber.
that early. When's the E Chamber?
Scratch that. It's 2 weeks from now. So next week we
Yeah,
do our normal then E Chamber predictions.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa,
It's
whoa.
coming quick. It's coming quick. I mean,
But
don't worry.
you're gonna be,
Oscar's gonna go home and gonna win against
oh
Nia.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna look and she's gonna say Charlotte because she she makes a deal with Nia, or she looks at Nia and Nia is like, I want Alexa,
Alexa.
and she looks at her and goes, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
want Charlotte, and then the deal's made.
So you have Alexa getting out of the chamber with her title.
Yeah,
Okay.
it typically favors the champion in those
Mm-hmm.
situations. And
Yes.
as it mentioned, she has not defended her title since TLC.
Yes.
So she needs one more defense,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to lose to Nia at WrestleMania.
Okay. Okay. So let's wrap this up. Which do you think was better, Raw or SmackDown?
I barely got to saw SmackDown. I saw most of Raw. By the way, Nia had a squash match with a 17-year-old high schooler.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, they do
Jesus.
Well, Mike Nelgen, I believe it's Mike Nelgen. Let me look it up. Is the one who trained the jobber. Let me check real quick.
A 17. Jesus Christ.
Yep. She has squashed with 17-year-old before Monday. Billed as Vanessa Floyd by WWE, Jack's opponent was a high school student, Savannah Stone, who worked at independent circuit as 0-1 USA's women's champion. She's the 17-year-old women's champion in the independent scene. Yes, Stone has trained under Mike Elgin and has worked in multiple independent promotions, recently being booked as the National Wrestling League in January. By the way, that said, there's a history of future WWE superstars getting their start as lesser-known jobbers. Dean Ambrose, Jeff Hardy, and there's no Oxford comma here. That pisses me off. And AJ Styles.
Oh, yes.
So there's lesser knowns that got their starts as these jobbers for WWE. Local. And one of them James Ellsworth was just a movement. That was a movement. I don't know. I did tell you that I actually met Ellsworth at Royal Rumble
Yeah,
last
yeah, you did. Pretty
year.
cool guy, right?
He,
Yeah, you did.
he was very chill. I can tell he was kind of nerve wracked when I saw him because it was day of, and he was just kind of. He had that feeling of just like, I'm focused. I just don't want to be a dick to you, man.
I mean, okay.
He had that.
I mean,
He had that feel, and I was perfectly cool with it because he was chill.
okay, that's perfectly fine with me.
But what's funny is he's only about an inch taller. That tells me I can be a jobber too if I just trained hard enough. But don't worry, Tony's a jobber right now, and I am your stadium junkie media.
Even I wasn't that bad. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's it for the leading round. I'm gonna still say SmackDown won, but it was close. I would have maybe given it to Raw.
I would say it's more.
So average, okay, or four. I mean, you thought it was pretty disappointing. I'd say mine was
on both.
Smack bang in the middle. Shout out to Wrestle Talk for those ratings. They're actually pretty good, and I really enjoy it.
Stadium Media.
Give us a subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to become champion of Stadium Junkie Media. You have to subscribe and like the video.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting that back at Mania because of a crazy.
You're lucky I didn't do what I wanted to do this week.
Oh no.
I was planning to do some live promos on the channel.
Go ahead. You know what? Go ahead.
I will start doing some live promos.
Go ahead. Just make them nice and quick. You should go. You still have my Premiere. You should edit those and just make them so beautiful.
I don't have your software right now. I don't have your account, but I'll let you handle that, or I'll just do the live one to let you know that I am still
recording. Oh God!
2 more weeks before I take on the challenge to retain
your
championship.
Oh,
I will go to Monday Night Raw with this championship.
Get out of here!
And I will buy the belt extender so I can put this around my waist.
All right, then I'm gonna be the challenger, the glorious Jeffrey Burgess. That title is mine. You're keeping it.
But you know what?
Warm.
But you know what? You know what matters? The jobber doesn't get it.
Yes, as long as the jobber doesn't get it. He is in the shadow round, and I'm about to see if I can pull him out of the shadow round. Peace.
Right. And this is Stadium Media signing out. Did you really see if he's in shadow round? Wow.